you doing?
Let's give you some money.
You gonna give me money?
You gonna run at the store?
Oh, can you give me a tour first?
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to the new Rotary home at Avenue. Built in 1923. Vintage. 1930s. I guess this wallpaper goes back a lot farther than I thought it did.
Really?
That's what the neighbor was saying.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What did she say?
She said that Jeff's mom installed it, and
Oh.
so.
And Jeff was?
He died at like 90.
Oh my gosh.
So we have our great kitchen, 9.5-foot ceilings, a lot of old trim work here that we're gonna leave. We're just gonna be able to leave most of that intact. There's not a lot of room on the other side of this wall to actually expand it. Nice big transom though, we'll open that up so it looks sharp. Here, I call this the Royal Suite. I was actually looking at this wallpaper, they still sell it in an updated color.
Really?
But it's
this is the real stuff.
It's cool, it's Victorian. It's like a deer with a crown.
Something like that. This is the real vintage wallpaper that they base all vintage looking wallpapers off of.
The carpet was replaced recently in the 1980s.
Yes, it was. Very recently.
I think that's a 6-foot window, 5-foot window, 5-foot windows, glass doors. Got old knobs, everything all works on it, so I might just kind of refurbish some of those.
All right.
And,
show us the rest of the house.
The Hobbit hole bathroom.
I mean, yeah, why don't you stand kind of straight up against the door frame? This I think I'm able to walk under it without ducking. Correct, I can do it. But you have to duck every time.
If I don't forget.
So, tell me more about this room.
This room is supposed to open your imagination and think intergalactically. Think about how big the universe really is.
Why are you sitting in this?
While you sit in this tub, which is actually a really large tub, and this thing's old. And if we're really, really lucky, it's clawfoot. But I don't know yet. I need to start breaking this tile off. This is the green room. A lot of people in Washington and California have one. But this is primarily going to be our bedroom.
Yep.
And
we're getting rid of that, right?
huh?
That's going bye-bye.
That's going bye-bye. This bathroom, which is probably one of the newer parts. Not too incredibly old. Dogs are out there.
They are.
We're gonna do a little bit of expansion. Everything in here is getting replaced. This, it's a cheap model, but it is paintable. We're bringing this wall back a little bit. We have some room to encroach the laundry room. We're probably gonna go, well, up to 60 inches for the shower.
Nice.
And then hopefully a little bit farther back for the toilet so that it's shelved in.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's any open space there from the washer and dryer, then I'll do some built-in shelving behind the dryer. And then there's just a little pocket of wasted space, which I'll probably hide my guns and treasure in.
Hey, you can't tell everyone that. Gotta find a new spot now.
In good shape.
Oh yeah, I like the old doors. I want to make sure we keep them and refinish them and...
Open up the transom again. We found a lot of space on the other side because the ceiling is a little bit lower. This is the addition. This is originally was a rear door.
Where do you want to show us first?
Come into the laundry room. You can see how much room we have to take back, so we can bring this whole wall all the way up basically to just put the washer and dryer close to the hallway. Because I'm going to blow out this wall too. I'm going to use this door as it's an old door to replace that bathroom door. And that way we get to repurpose the casing and save money.
For sure.
This I think they were using for an old pantry.
Yeah.
Still a little bit of flour up there.
Really?
Yeah.
They got these cute little latches and stuff on them, but yeah, they're pretty old.
The doors a little bit, but we're also leaving this intact because there's not really a great reason to remove it at the moment. This is the cigar lounge.
The cigar lounge. Well, it sure looks like one.
Tobacco color already built in. A lot of layers of wallpaper. There's at least 1, 2, this one.
Oh yeah, check out that old, sorry about my shadow. Yeah, that old pinstripe. And then we got this, yeah. I do like the layers of wallpaper. You just like never know what you're gonna get in this house. It's just history, right?
This is probably one of the only parts with a little bit of structural damage. It looks like termites. The house is really pretty darn sound. A lot of good old wood.
Sweet.
The basement?
We'll pass on the basement, but yeah, I mean at the basement.
Yeah, there's not much going on there. Ugh.
All right, so just explain really briefly what you're doing.
First, I'm just going to remove these little access tiles and see what that plumbing looks like, and then I'm probably going to try to break out one of these corners or walls and see what the tub looks like itself.
Let's do it. Can you definitively say whether or not we've got clawfoot under there or not?
It is.
It is?
Yeah.
Yay! That makes my day.
Sitting on claws.
Is sitting on claws. I think we can work with that. Can you show me the claws, or is it too dark?
If you can see in there.
Huh. There's a claw. Well, yeah, that's a cute little clawfoot tongue leg. It looks a little bit grody on this end, so there'll be some work to do, but
It's all cleanable, it's all paintable. It's real cast iron.
yay! I'm super stoked.
Quite a bit more work, but
So this means that we can go with plan A, which is restore the existing clawfoot tub. You know, we have to make sure that there's all 4 claws. That could be a thing.
that could be a thing.
That could be a thing.
Cozy.
Okay. All right. It's 9 a.m. It's the day after we closed on our house. And we have a lot of things we're learning along the way. There's a lot of stuff that he's been privy to before working in construction. He knew the price of, and then there were other things that were just like we had to find out for ourselves. So.
Well, and even with like the laminate flooring, we were looking at stuff that was like $475 a square foot at first, and until you really start measuring and put those numbers together, you have no idea how much that's going to be. So we ended up going with something that costs about $1.75 a square foot. But it's a beautiful product, and I'm really excited. It should install very easily.
Yeah, it's really pretty. It's like a natural wood look. We'll show it to you. But what are we doing this weekend? Like Saturday and Sunday? What's our goal?
I'm going to get a lot more of the demo done and kind of cleaned up today. I got to start pulling some framework, and maybe I'll be able to reset a door. I might just leave the opening open for now so I can get in and out of there easier. I keep hitting my head on the small bathroom. I hit it 3 times yesterday really hard.
Yeah.
And then I finally put on my hard hat.
That's what those are for, right? Were people in the old days like smaller, right? Like that's what I've always understood, but I don't know why or how.
It's difficult to understand where that door came from because it really is, it's about, I don't know, maybe 5'10" high. The standard door is usually 80 inches, so that's almost 7 feet.
But all the other doors in the house are standard.
Yeah, and
tall.
They're 9.5 foot ceilings, and the bathroom is 9.5 foot ceiling. All the other doors are big and grand.
But that one bathroom door is like made for kids? No. So we want to retain a lot of the character in the home. I've been telling him, like, I want to refinish but keep all the trim, all the doorways, all the doors. He's like, you know how much work that's going to be?
Well, yeah, to refinish everything.
Yeah, I want to, like, sand it down, stain it, make it nice. And he's like, you don't want to do that.
I'm
just
want
to
paint it.
Yeah. So, anyway, so yesterday after uncovering, the clawfoot tub, that was a big win for us because that's money savings for us. I'm really excited because that bathroom, like you said, we want to kind of bring it to like what would have been popular then. I want like the hexagon. That's a hexagon, not. I want the hexagon like mosaic tile that's white with a few black dots like scattered in there. I don't know if there's a name for it. Is it vintage look?
Yeah.
No? Is there a name for that? Usually there's a name for things in the construction industry and he knows it. But
Circa 1920s.
Circa 1920s. Okay. And like we'll have like a pedestal sink, the clawfoot tub, and it's gonna have like the hanging shower curtain, like sort of suspended. So yeah, it'll kind of be brought back to its 1920s charm. I'm looking forward to doing that. So street names.
Streets. That's my street's
I gotta
name.
come up with other names for
Scott
properties.
with 3 T's.
Yeah. So no street names, no addresses, no credit card numbers, no social security numbers, birth dates, middle names, first pet's names. Don't say it. I know it's just like on the tip of your tongue. Oh, fun times. Well, I think we gotta get dressed and get going.
Yep.
Rain or shine, and have some breakfast. So, and check out our dogs. They are so sweet. Okay, maybe I gotta adjust this a little bit. Check out those cute little suckers. Nellie, I think she's like, okay, yeah, she's gonna start probably running in her sleep or something like that. So, alrighty, thanks for tuning in with us. We're excited to just basically chronicle our adventures at this house. Like we want to look back on it someday and just see how far we've come. Sometimes that's really motivating when you kind of get used to something and you get used to your new normal, but then you look back at like where it used to be and it's like, wow, I came that far. That's amazing. So that's kind of what I want to do with this house. Especially when we're living in the middle of a construction zone and I'm feeling defeated and like this will never end, I can look back at the beginning and see, wow, we really did come a ways. So
It's not going to take incredibly long either.
he's very confident, and I put 100% trust in him. He's taking care of all the structural components. Like, he's good at that. That's what he does.
And the design.
And the design, so that's like everything. And I'm kind of like the dollar and cents and receipts and tax person, which is kind of the boring job between the two of us. But I'll pitch in with my 2 hands whenever I can. And make videos.
It's a team effort.
It's a team effort. All right, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch back with you soon. Bye. All right. It's almost noon, and I'm just now leaving the duplex. But I had a lot of like receipting and boring stuff to do before I left. But Scott is already over at the house, and I got my work clothes on, and I'm gonna go help him out. And I got my 5-gallon bucket in the front seat here, just full of just stuff we'll need at the house. So I'm gonna get going, probably get something to chow on at Starbucks first, and then we'll head on out and we'll show you some more demolition at the house.
That's where you're not going to break the whole board.
Oh, okay.
So,
They're going, huh?
and if it does break, then use either this end, pull the nail. This will probably be easier. This is a heavy bar, but it's all about leverage. Leverage and weight is your friend. You don't have to hit it too hard.
Oh. Just getting it to
Right.
well, I'm finished scratching the floor already.
Don't scratch the floor.
This? Oh, yeah, this is like normal.
Well, see, that one's kind of hanging you up. So that's when you can just go ahead and throw this a little bit before it or whatever. And just pop it up. look at all the pieces when I get little bro and get in there and see
Is it really called Little Bro?
Yeah,
No, it's not.
that's its name.
Oh, you name your tools?
I name them.
What's that one called again?
Hank the Tank.